But
Then on
we invite to go WhatsApp.
go Facebook. You can
Facebook, okay.
just
I
invite.
send the yeah.
Watch you say, we have been my time. And yeah, you can say, one time in my bed. Watch you say, we
Shake
have
so you put us on.
time. And yeah, you can say, one time in my bed. Oh, watch you say, we have been my time. Kaskia, a corner by what ye, Unyamisha, whoa. Jankadabrem, one I would dream one more. Yankadabrem, one I would dream one more. Yeah, we have been my time. You walk by time, and so we have been my time. Yeah, we have been my time. You walk by time, we have been my time. Yemuamo, piao. Yemuamo money, yemuamo emu. Ekona babwati ekana boysi, unkwansuo. Hey, ajeni bwati ombrepon, unkwansuo.
Ekona na ajeni bwati, abiwodo clear nana. Nana boss free nana no. Ya waya matagana boy, osoda wasi enyado. Wanka bi anchewa no wadane tikwachero. Eba sanso no osuru. Ene atagana bosoda wasi. Wadama anu amani dini. Ajentre ha. Wona atiti nyanka, wona amani oni bie. Wona nufu tabara batin kwa denyi na edwa no twa wo. Omo kia.
Watch you say, oh yeah, been my time. Aya you can say, one time in my bed. Nipa ya dia wasa ye. Nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya bwati won paso. Yemuamo money biao. Yemuamo money biao. Nipa ya dia wasa ye. Nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya bwati won paso. Yemuamo money biao. Yemuamo money biao. Watch you say, we have been my time. And yeah, you can say, one time in my bed. Watch you say, we have been my time. And yeah, you can say, one time in my bed. Oh, watch you say, we have been my time. Watch you say, we have been my time. Watch you say, we have been my time. Nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya bwati we have been my time. Yemuam ekona babwati. Bisi yemuamo piao. Your food yampano. Omwani e piano piao. Yenke monko. Asana ya bua baso piao. Ye we be brebe. Kana mai need your walk. Ye na need your walk. Ekona busi need your walk. Inyankai, omajideni na gawoso. Konaba, ayaya kase. Abata nyingi mabedie. Watch you say, we have been my time. Ayaya kase. Abata nyingi mabedie. Watch you say, we have been my time. Ayaya kase. Abata nyingi mabedie. Oh, watch you say, we have been my time. Kaskia, a corner by what ye, Unyamisha, whoa. Jankadabrem, one I would dream one more. Yankadabrem, one I would dream one more. Yeah, we have been my time. You walk by time, and so we have been my time. Yeah. We have been my time. You walk by time. We have been my time. Yemuamo piao. Yemuamo money. Yemuamo emu. Ekona babwati ekana boysi. Unkwansuo. Hey, ajeni bwati ombrepon. Unkwansuo.
Ekona na ajeni bwati, abiwodo clear nana. Nana boss free nana no. Ya waya matagana boy, osoda wasi enyado. wanka bibi anchewa no wada na tikwa kyerɛ wo eba san so na osuru enne ataga na boso da wase wada ama anu ama ni dini agentre ha wona atete nyanka wona oma ni oni bie wona nufu tabara batin kwada nyina adwa no toa wo omo emo ekia
what try you say oh yeah ben my time aya you can say one time in my baby nipa ya dia wasa ye nipa ya dia wasa na se minya boati wo kwaso yamu money bia yamu money bia nipa ya dia wasa ye nipa ya dia wasa na se minya boati wo kwaso yamu money bia yamu money bia what you say oh yeah ben my time yeah you can say my time in my baby what you say oh yeah ben my time yeah you can say my time in my baby oh what you say oh yeah ben my time what you say oh yeah ben my time what you say oh yeah ben my time nipa ya dia wasa ye nipa ya dia wasa na se minya boati oh yeah ben my time yamu money yeah ben my time yamu money
everyone, and greetings from South Africa. This is Equanaba TV, and welcome to my show, Conversation with Tash. We are also streaming live from Kumasi TV and Kingdom TV in Ghana. In all other social media platforms, our handle is at Equanaba TV, and on YouTube, it's Equanaba TV Official. You can also download from the app our radio station from Play Store. It's Equanaba Radio. All right, now there's a lot and beautiful things that are going to happen now. But before that, before I introduce the living, legendary film kings of our beautiful country to the world, let's take a chill pill and go to the break. We'll be back.
Hello, Ebusiafo. So, Pesifita Asracha or Dofode, and then now for Hodom unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening. Our toothpaste is from Kwa. What did you choose? Say, Emma was saying a fita. Na eye fita no so no. Na eyi and carbonate beer ewo no mu beer. Any tea stain, coffee stain, smoking stain si beer. Unique laser whitening product. Ebe yi ni nyina free so ama kama. The oba ni say utu so na odi bi egu o brush do so. Na odi etwitwe so ne so nyina kama. Uwia enhuhuru wenum gya no wenum saa. Into for unique laser whitening. I was 07999792330. Unique laser whitening. Or say muni seso.
Penifo se bibiro wi asenti ne da ne atopno na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and Ninsa also. We get CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater. So upe biato, and wato, and pese be install them out. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenen so. Say fidie nyina from America brochimem and this and papa na opedia men nwene ho na ne bo anso da form make sure you know the web brochimem ha any branch e wo Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre into sika fire nsem se fanya japade ma wo Ghana wo da na ne tenese yes general construction so web brochire na peso si fi o Ghana e dan plan bi o peso si se wa shase 992-254. Pro Technologies. We have the solutions for your security and home entertainment needs at affordable prices.
Africa, and as I promised that I have my beautiful and talented, the living legendary film kings in studio today. Now, let's start with my first guest to introduce himself. Ngiyabulisa botata kunjani?
Experience, Ali.
Ngiyaphila nami Nkosi. We're gonna start with you, Babu Glenn Gabela. Please introduce yourself to the nation wide and to the world wide.
Okay, it's just gone 7:30 in South Africa, so I think it would be proper for me to greet you by saying good evening. Good evening, world. Good evening, Ghana. Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be in studio, just to let the world know more about Glenn Gabela.
Thank you so much, Babu Gabela. Thank you so much. Then we have our second guest next to me, and we all know him. We all know him, but you know what? Let me not spoil this. Let me let the king introduce himself. Over to you, Baba.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I must first say I'm so humbled to be in a medium that speaks to everyone,
In the
to all
world.
Africans and all over the world. Yeah, so really I'm so happy. But all I can say is that my name is Sipho Manzini. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ndiabulela Konbotata. I must say that we are honored to have you in our studios as we are introducing a Kwanaba family in South Africa because they already been known widely. Now, I'm going to start with you, Babu Glenn Gabela. Babu Glenn Gabela. Babu Gabela ngujola. Ngujola nguqengeba abangamaziyo. Babu Jola, siqale ngawe. Khasithathu sibeke. Ngicela usithathu sibeke Babu Jola usuka phi, ngubani kwabangamaziyo, usixelele kuba kwenzeka ntoni pha apho sikubona khona kwasasithombe.
Kwesasithombe. Oh, yo.
Yes. Memories.
Utata uGlenn Gabela. Ndikuloo mkhapha we-filmmaking, ndaqala uku-actor, it was 1978.
Yes.
Ininzi lenu, I assume, beningekaplenishwa kwawuplenishwa. Xa bendiqala uku-actor.
Yes.
Yeah, but otherwise, esisithombe nisibona phaya, bendidlala kwifilimu eyaziwa njenge Valley of a Thousand Hills. Ifilimu esayishuta in KZN in 2020, and yadlala ke yareleaswa in 2021. Nditheke ndisahleli ke mna ekhaya njeni ndiyafumana imessage wayendoda nali tikiti ize eDurban. There was a premiere of the movie in one of the cinemas in KZN, and that's when it was announced that the film titled Valley of a Thousand Hills actually had won Best Foreign Film, the category at Cannes in France at the Cannes Film Festival.
All right, and I also understand uba ndifuna usithele vandla nangoShaka Zulu apho wakhe wavela khona.
Ushaka Zulu nakhona ndibizwa nje. I was a bodybuilder, I was a boxer and everything.
Really?
So I think during the process ye search for Ushaka Zulu, Henry Cele already had been cast. Ebezawudlala ke the Shaka Zulu usekhulile. Umntana ka Henry was already cast as the young Shaka.
Okay.
Bekwakho ke le gap in the middle in between engafumaneki uShaka ozawuba in between the teenage Shaka. Seemingly, from what I can gather, there were about between 7 and 9 months, the hunt being on for this teenage Shaka. And he was not found anywhere throughout the African continent, right? So I remember, film industry, Kole film was playing a part of a boxer, right? In the old SABC studios at Commissioner Street. And I was rehearsing for a scene whereby my character in the film, like the warm up, good punch bag, and I was like sweaty, the muscles were huge and bad, I was glimmering, right?
I did.
And it just so happened, the director, Shaka Zulu, Bill Forey, the late Bill Forey, just so happened a bit later at the studio where we were recording this, right? So now my back was to the door, so I couldn't see, but like, there's this old man who SABC. He was the language advisor on set then. Simbone Pagama and then Eya Mnyango, but Batete and Lumlunga Bengamasi by then. Abu Kiliza. At the end of the shoot, Utabla Kiliza tells that Bill Forey, he was the one that Tetanaye, Unbuke for screen test. Screen test. I was still new, still fresh in the industry. And as anything language, technical film industry. Okay, the on the day for a screen test. The screen test, it turned out that the full paint and then that hand was very dark in complexion, right? Painter. So when I looked at the mirror, I want to eat double got Henry. That's how I got a part Shaka Zulu. I had never even been called to audition for the role. So I just fit in like that. So like I'm saying, the director, Bill Forey, just happened to be walking past the studio up on the shooter corner, that film.
Wow.
And that's how I got to Shaka Zulu.
Wow. And also, that this is a beautiful story, I must say. You've come far. That I must say, usuka kude, you come far. No wonder we call you the living legendary.
1978, I know
Now, when you were doing Shaka, where were you based?
Based
KZN.
in the then Natal, Natal. It was before these were KZN. So, because now I was born and bred in Soweto.
Okay.
Rockville, in an area called Rockville, Soweto. And that's when I had to move. I was like, traveling between Joburg and KZN. Because like, East Dean, Shaka Zulu were sort of like alternating, Hendrik said. And then I would be called, I'd be on set, do a stint, and then maybe break, maybe 2-3 months break, and then even him. So I was like, traveling between the two provinces.
Okay, I understand. All right, Dad. What's going on there?
Okay, Valley of a Thousand Hills. Back to the Valley of a Thousand Hills.
Back to the Valley of the Thousand Hills, because I understand there's something even big special that happened about it.
Right. The Valley of a Thousand Hills now, there's a company, it's based at KZN. Before in a very, very small capacity. So they called me in now without even having auditioned, me for the role. There's a film about how shooter titled Valley of a Thousand Hills. So I appreciate my presence in my participating in the movie.
Okay.
Right? Can't figure it out, and I was given the script. So in the movie, character I'm the father of this lead female character.
Yes.
Yeah, I've just forgotten the character names.
Anyway,
I mean, like, it's years. So like I cannot remember everything, every word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I was playing the support, supporting part of like the lead character, the lead female character. Now, it so happened that Sibuye creative film, Tijani film, Israeli film. I didn't even have a clue, but he released the film. You ought to come last year, I think it was about August last year. Fumana a phone call from the production company.
Yes.
Man, Tumela ticket, I have to fly to KZN because there's a premiere a film.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did the film received any recognition?
Well, I'm not sure because I can't indeed follow up like locally, you know what I'm saying? But in recognition, Fumana of all places. in France.
Wow, what happened in France?
Yeah, because apparently by Faga, by Cannes Film Festival in France.
Okay.
And when we arrived, that's when the news was broken down to us that like
Wow.
you film here 2 Valley for 1,000 Hills, you win a award at France at the Cannes Film Festival as a best foreign film.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's big.
It's big.
That's big.
I
That's
mean,
big.
if Cannes is one of the biggest, international film festivals.
That's big. Thank you so much. Oh, guys, there's a lot that we are going to hear from Ubaba Uklen Kabela. Now, let's hear about Ubabu Sipho Manzini. Tatu Sipho, tell me, unexesha elingakanani that you have been in the industry?
Thank you so much, Nkosazana. Cha mina ke ngikhulela kakhulu kwi Rural KZN. So lapha nabesenza kakhulu ama industrial theatre. I started in 1985 in industrial theatre. So I only came to Joburg in 1986. It's again na kwasho ukuthi before ngingene ku filming khona izinto eziningi azenza like ngingasebenza nasama filming nje.
Wow.
Before bekuthi bengizama ukuthi ke ngisangena nje ngithi go through impilo. I've done a lot of things yabona. Kangoba ngingasebenza even nasembuthweni amaphoyisa. And then afterwards iparty leyo ukuthi ngingalana ke. Then I only started the television about 2002.
Wow.
And then 2006 ke lapho iqala into sezikhuphuka. It's not long. Yeah, it's not long, but but I've done a lot. I've done a lot since I started. I've done a lot because all I can say, Ngati, when we've got the passion of anything, and then obviously there'll always be this thing burning in you. Okay, I'm doing this, but where I come from, in Piluyami, there's this a pillar kumina. Obvious ukuthi tuwenza but kuzoba lento ephilayo. Kangoba when I came to Joburg, footing I joined my theatre because when I was used to theatre before I television, my theatre. Even now, I'm a theatre and a TV performer, so I still do both whenever there's an opportunity. Yeah, so as a not long as in 2002 was like Bemaj.
Hi, I must say that ndihleli namaqhawe. I must say that ndihleli namaqhawe. Those that who do not understand what I'm saying from other countries, I'm saying I am sitting with the best heroes. I am not sitting with just anyone. These are our heroes that are the best in the film industry in South Africa. Now, back to you, Babu Glenn Kabela. I want to know, Ukuti, I remember seeing you, Uzalo, and I remember not seeing you again on Uzalo. Now, tell us, give us the experience on Uzalo, and also tell us why did you left Uzalo?
Okay, all right. I'll start off by saying that Nalo Uzalo, it was a case of wabakho umuntu onrecomendayo.
Yes.
Because now I'm more behind the scenes now. I'm producing, writing scripts and stuff. So I was like, part endlini kwam, busy like on the laptop, boom, getting a phone call. Production was our staying draft productions. Befun was by how free, how available I am. Yeah, but like, no, I can't be doing the ensayo. And to Melitiki, I've had to fly to KZN, and that's when I was invited to join the cast of Uzalo as one of the lead actors, right? Now, the challenge and I face Uzalo, right? It was season 3, Uzalo, Ufiagwam. Now, there had been already a character, an actor, the same character,
Yes.
Mega Pastor Mdletshe, right? So I don't know what happened. Like at the end of season 1, season 2, akangabikho uMdletshe noXabashi. Season 2. So apparently, I mean, because of demand, like audience demand, befuna uMdletshe back, befuna uXabashi back. I actually was called in to take over the role of Pastor Mdletshe, which, let me assure you, is not an easy thing to do. Because, like, you know, stepping into someone else's shoes. I mean, the original Mdletshe already had established a following. It was in a fan base, right? Now, the challenge game with replacing an actor, right, for the same character is that there's going to be automatically, you know what I'm saying, comparison.
Yes.
Because like if fans is Mdletshe, the original Mdletshe, bamazi a character, you know, say mannerisms zakhe and stuff. But I was I was fortunate that I missed watching season 1. Right, maybe busy against productions now. But like what came to my aid was that I know subconsciously, had I watched like even season 1, now bizabakhola noba uMdletshe benokwenza into ezinje, you know what I'm saying? But ndangena with a fresh mind, you know what I'm saying? And I was intent on portraying uMdletshe the way uGlenn Gabela is interpreting ngakhona, right? So sisebenze ke noZalo, what an experience it was. And I think one other element mhlambe ke abantu ebebengekho aware ngayo, all right? Me playing Pastor Mdletshe, it was not just playing a character in a soapy, right? Because I'm a baptized minister, so I am a pastor, you know, even. So it was easy for me, you know, to fall into to understand the character, you know. Because I remember, in most cases, a writer may not necessarily be Christian or, you know, up to speed as like, you know, the scriptures, the Bible, right? So maybe I'll follow something, you know what I'm saying, right there, Matthew 24, dialogue. I suppose like I'm preaching in this particular scene in church, right? But now what I would do, because I knew for a fact that bakhona pastor, bakhona reverend abefundisi abazabe bebuke lolu zalo, abazi uGlenn Gabela as an actor, abazi uGlenn Gabela as uShaka Zulu. Now bazabuka, what does he know about being a preacher man, about being a pastor,
and about the Bible,
and about the Bible, right?
Oh my
so
goodness.
I would, when I would like, you know, write and interpret the script, like the script say to would be given to us in English, right? So like who's interpreted again when you into the vernac.
Okay.
So during the process of me like interpreting the script into vernac, I would actually go into the Bible, deep verse about quote I would like, you know, go deep into. So like when I preach, it would come like not as naturally as like this man is preaching, you know, he's quoting from the scriptures.
Wow, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I must say that tata kuninzi esikufundileyo kuwe, more especially phangala xa ubusuke kuzalo, because abantu abaninzi ewe singabanye abakhulayo thina singabanye sikozela kuShaka, and then kukho le generation ama 2000 bona bakwazi kuShaka, bakwazi kuzalo as uPastor Mdletshe. Ndiyabulela tata, ndiyabulela.
Le part ebisashiyekileyo abantu abasandiboni kuzalo.
Abasakuboni, utheni kusingakuboni kuzalo? Why did you left Zalo? What happened?
No, I did not leave uzalo.
What happened?
Bekade ngiwanela ukufumana i-platform, so like dizo-explainer to i-fans zami, because up until today ndisadibana nee-fans zami abasafuna ukwazi baba uzalo ushiyeleni kuzalo wangabuyi kuzalo isonto liyawa isonto limoshakele esontweni yabo. But people abangekho kulo mhlaba esiwuphilayo where we're performing, there's a lot of politicking, you know, behind the scenes, right? Ukuyeka kwam, I actually was released from Uzalo in spite of the original agreement esabanayo nabo, right? Ndabizwa mna eofisini kwathiwa, hey baba, we have bad news, we have sad news for wena. What sad news? Unfortunately, ipart kaMdleke ayizwa basaqhubeka kuzalo. Reason being that, I first questioned myself about like, maybe is it me? Is it something I did? Is it something I said? Which were exactly the same questions in the Babuza. But no, that we never had a problem that way. You're a professional. You think, okay, but what went wrong? The reason, excuse about Nigayon, about, the writers, that claim to the ideas. They don't know what more to write. Pertaining to historical sigamdleke.
Okay.
And I don't buy into that. I don't.
All right, Dad. I'm sure abantu abaninzi kudala bezibuza into yokuba kuhambeleni kuzalo. Kutheni singesamboni kuzalo? I'm sure now inhliziyo zenu zixolile, nizivele ukuba umkele ntoni okanye wamka njani kuzalo. Now makhe siye kuwe Dad uSipho. Uthi bakubiza njani kanini ekuhlaleni? Bathi nguBrabani.
uBrasipho.
Batsho ekuhlaleni.
Yeah, ekuhlaleni uBrasipho.
Bakwenza mncinci bathi nguBrasipho. Now, sikubonile ku The Queen. Sikubonile isininzi sethu, most of us know you from The Queen. Sikubonile ku The Queen, nawe sisakubona ku The Queen. But khasithathe ku experience ka The Queen, bekunjani ku The Queen, and then ke kusixelele kutheni singasakuboni.
Yeah.
Bekunjani ku The Queen?
Honestly, I must say, it felt like home.
Wow.
I know umuntu mine and Ozak will say anything about the production, but it was like home. More especially because day one I started with them until like almost 7 years. Almost 7 years. We were moving to the 7th year when The Queen came to an end. But the experience was good. Me as a person, I enjoyed because our producers are called. I think they had a way, or maybe they discussed it. With Ubaba, it was like two people. Honestly, it was like two people trying to find out how are we feeling, we're setting and everything. And then, Mama, as you know, they're reserved, but she was also good. So we really enjoyed. But anyway, any production, there will be things as Shabantu, as affected teen, as affected certain people for certain reasons. Yeah. So I think now even The Queen, if the champion, the guy was still alive, I believe The Queen is on the corner. But we don't know what happened because as soon as he passed away, then The Queen, it was announced that The Queen is coming to an end. Actually, they didn't wait even for a year. Just a few months after, then we were told that the show has been cancelled. Yeah, so that's why now I'm not there. If The Queen was still alive, I was still going to be there because that was the home for me. Yeah, although when The Queen was on, I was focused on The Queen. Yeah, not now that I'm doing a lot of things. Whenever something comes, I grab it. If it's a TV commercial, I grab it. Like now, I'm on call. There's a show called Skim Sam, which is on SABC1. But I'm on call there. I'll go there when they need me. I like The Queen. Yeah, I was a resident. Yes.
Okay. Ndiyabulela kakhulu Tata uSipho. Siyazivela ke kamnandi into yokubana njengoba bezingabantu esibaqhela ubabona almost every day on our screens. Now basixelele isizathu sokuba kutheni singababoni. I'm sure inhliziyo zenu ke zixolile naku Tata uSipho ba kutheni singasamboni on our screens. Now, I want us to get deeper into the industry. I'm going to start with you, Babu Glenn. How is the treatment in the industry, in the film industry? How is the treatment?
It's sad. It's sad that artists in South Africa do not receive the respect that they deserve. Call their mindsets, we film companies, where like they own you, you know what I'm saying? You are at their beck and call, right? Unlike like the international scenario, where if a production company needs my services, we talk, we negotiate, talk about the script, we talk about demo rates and so forth and so forth. In South Africa, it works the other way around, you know what I'm saying? We play second fiddle to a production company, and the thing about bazama mhlambe push forward is that they are more important than you. They are doing you a favor, you know what I'm saying, by having you on board. And I've always believed, I've always been of the opinion that it's the other way around. They need me more than I need them, because like they can have a script, but without me, a performer, that script will never be brought to life. So there's a lot of disrespect towards the actors. I can assure you, 40 years plus the seventh industry, I still have to go through a process of being auditioned.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
And it's so demeaning. It's so demeaning. Because I can't see any reason why any company and your audition. You understand, for a character. If people don't know me, you know what I'm saying, they can like like you real, or like just get information from other production companies
Yes.
as before, comes to my race, they actually put in imali on the table, right? We can only be able to pay you X amount, you know what I'm saying? No negotiations. So but like it's a scenario as our change as we progress.
All right. All right. Now, before ndiye kuwe Babusipho, because now ndifuna usixelele into yokuba niphatheka kanjani in the industry. Ndizawucela to go through comments from YouTube. Ndiyabona iiflag zakoma USA ziyapapa. So I'm going to read few messages from YouTube. Kesive bathina abantu ezizweni. Kesive bathina abantu ezizweni. Ndizawuqala ngo-Bless King TV. Shout out to you, Bless King TV. I'm about to read your comment now. Okay. This one says, good morning, family. I'm sure it's, as you know, guys, it's different times from South Africa. So to some countries, it's the morning. To some countries, it's the afternoon. In SA, it's the evening. And I believe in Ghana now, maybe it's the evening, because I think we are 2 hours ahead than Ghana. Okay, so this one says, Pogi Konadu, good morning, Ekwanaba family, love you all. Thank you, Peggy Konadu. Then there's Ruckus one. Ruckus one says, watching you live from USA. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. This one is Joseph Evrim. He says, hello family and good afternoon to you all. This one is saying Emily Owusu. He's saying good afternoon family. I will be reading from Facebook, guys. I'm sure there are some messages that you are popping on those comment sections that are coming on Facebook. All right. Now, all right. Let me read from Facebook. Here are the messages from Facebook. This one is Zianda Mtikaka. Zianda Mtikaka is saying, keep up the good work. I'm sure that is Iako Baba Keleyo Eti, keep up the good work. Usandi Sama Kila Ngoncha. Uti, you are doing very well, Tash. That goes to me. Thank you, Sandi Sangoncha. Okay, Ibengu Buyiswantabeni. She says, so the acting industry is not what we see. It's very hard, Mos. So this is what Ubuyiswantabeni is saying, that the acting industry, what the viewers don't know. It's sad, it's sad because abantu, they don't just see you, and people assume that you decided to move on to something else. Mhlawumbe ubaba uSipho okanye ubaba uGlenn got another gig, you know. It's moments or it's platform like this ezinibangela into yokuba iyane ebantwini, go to the people, go to the viewers, nihambe noshare ukuthi kwenzeka ntoni ngobomi benu. Now let's go to you, Babu Sipho. Injani industry, how is it treating the people?
You know what? I mean, I share the same sentiments with colleague Yamla. Yeah, okungakusho nje what I can say now ukuthi hey, all productions nje into enginothile kunama levels. Yeah, the treatment differs. It depends ukuthi we belong to the main cast, because you know there's the main cast, there is a second cast, there is a call cast, and you know, so when you look at it, you will see glamour, and there's no glamour there. Sometimes the treatment is if you don't belong to the main cast, you will feel the heat. You'll feel the heat. Yeah, so it's you know it's nice when we main cast. But if you join a certain production as a call actor, you'll see which man, no, the environment is not good, because now the treatment will tell you which I'm a call actor here. So I don't know what thing is that and what kube ne respect ekhona nje ukuthi okay, I've been doing much that side. As I come to you guys, you know, let it be that level of respect ekhona. But they will show you with now here you were belonging to the main cast there, but here we are on call, so the treatment will differ. And you know, I feel bad for those who are called background artists, because I believe everyone has got a vision and a passion and want to be committed. So to be a background artist, it doesn't mean that we are stupid or maybe we don't know anything. Now we've got a dream with maybe I want to see myself there. So we don't have to be treated like a trash, you know. So, but these things happen here, which I think maybe doesn't happen. I think there must be a workshop whereby people must be told, okay, look, all of us here, we have got a certain vision, and we have got a passion. So please, let's respect one another. Not that they will actually show you know when here we are figure. That's why people now normally say when they arrive to a particular production, when they find people who are already there, they say, no, we're just coming to visit your show. They will, you know, must be some visitors, because they will see even those people, you know, they're at a certain level. You know, we'll find the production whereby people who belong to the main cast, they will separate themselves. They will sit there and talk to one another. And then maybe we are called actors. Yeah, no, they will actually show you. No, you guys are called actors. We are the main cast. You guys, you know, that thing, man, in Patagabi. Even sometimes you'll find Uti productions, they will separate caterings. There will be two caterings. They will cater for cast, and then they'll cater for background artists.
Oh, no.
It's as if, you know, yeah, they are like half human beings. Yeah. But I think it's proper because we are the same people. Yeah. There's no different. You know, you can't start from the top. You start from the bottom to the top. So we need to be treated equally. So, yeah. So, you know, honestly, hey, you know, film industry look like glamour, but there are a lot of things happening there. Yeah, and the other thing is, it's very easy to be fired. Yeah, it's very easy. You can arrive in the morning, and later during the day, you'll be out. You'll be told that, no, look, you don't belong here. there is the gate for a minor thing, you know. So honestly, if you are like another thing, you can be employed. It's okay, you are employed, but now your fate depends. What are the people saying about you? What is the director saying about you? Maybe even the DOP. If they say, this person cannot perform, we'll be telling people who are, I'm on a particular show, but they will decide to bring another character and delete all your scenes and shoot with a new character. then you'll be surprised. No, they are no longer calling me, but they've decided to bring another character and delete all your scenes and pay you for your time, and you are out. You'll be waiting and thinking that they'll call you again, and they will never call you again if you are a call actor. Even if you are on contract, maybe they give you a contract, more especially if it's a telenovela, which will be on screen for a year. They will check, maybe first episode, second, after some episodes, maybe first month, second month, people will be talking. Twitter rules territory. Yeah, it's powerful. They'll be talking and say, that character is not bringing justice. They'll be talking. Maybe after 2 months or so, even they'll be telling you that no, we are not doing justice. If we are fortunate, maybe they can leave you for a season. But what I know, we won't finish a season. If Twitter people are saying, no, this one is not doing justice, or maybe because that's what I'm saying. Your fate depends. Twitter people, yes, the viewers, correctly, viewers, the director, what the director is saying about you, the producer, even if the producer can like you, but if these other people don't like you, you might be gone.
Now,
so it's not easy.
It's not easy, Ndiava. I'm sure Nababukele Makaya Bayava, but it is so not easy in the industry. Now, I want to know, what about the talent that you have? What about the talent? The director might say whatever they want to say about you. Now maybe you can even share your views on this part when Ababu Ukabela. What about the talent that you have? So, talent is not important, clearly, Kabai nowadays. What about the talent?
Can I come in?
No, you can go.
To me, I think, like if I can say, this thing is made, is made of four things: passion, commitment, talent, and education. I've got the reason why I'm saying education last, but education is important, as we know, it's very important. But the passion part, the commitment side, iyakusiza ukuthi kuma predicaments ohlangabezana nawo kuyo yonke lento pursue to let me carry on. It's difficult, but let me carry on. The talent is very important, very, very, very important, because this is a creative industry. When they give you a scenario, you must have your own thing. You cannot do it raw as it is. Yeah, you must think of your own thing. Okay, they're giving me this scenario. Okay. That's why I'm saying I normally tell people that you must be a student of life if you want to be a performer. Learn everything as you go. When you go to church, check everything, how they do things in church. If you go to mall, check how people are doing their things there. Check everything, so that when they give you a scenario, you must add your own elements. You must add your own thing. Then it will work. Talent will also take you further. And then, education. When I say education, there are many ways. Okay. There are many ways. Education, there are many ways to educate yourself. As I've just said, Uti, wherever you go, you must learn. Learn every day. Because they will give you a scenario, they give you a script, but you cannot just perform it raw as it is. Have your own things. Yeah, put your own stuff. And then that stuff that even the director might not be thinking about it, give it in, and then people will see that, okay. Because here we acting is not acting, but it's telling true stories. You know what is happening in life. So if people see what they know and what they want to see, yeah. So you survive anyway. The only problem is that you are not all lucky. Yeah, you might do your best, but then you find that time, but aye man. But it's not easy if you know what you're doing.
All right.
Yeah, and then just to go back a bit, when
About
you
talent.
elaborate, he actually as background actors, right? Which is what I also refer to them as. Okay?
Yes.
The normal usable or predominantly used title for them are extra. They refer to them as extras, okay? Which is why I think bebaniga this letapie treatment ababaniga yon. I remember the first time there was no longer a functional company. I was playing the lead. The title was Mkhaladu. I was Waka, the boxer there and stuff. And the first thing I remember, Kagsi breaker for lunch, right? There was like a catering table, okay? And the director himself was called Glenn Ambo Park, you know what I'm saying? And there was a bench, long bench in the background, right? And like there was a queue of like people maybe clearly by benching. And I like look at this, what about them? No, those are extras. You know what I did?
Oh no.
The first time, like, it was after we did it after Shaka Zulu, this film. Da Puma a queue win. I was being driven to the front of the queue, your park, right? I turned around, and the director was, come on, Jen, I'm not eating. I'll only come to eat when the rest of these people also eat.
Oh my goodness.
And they quickly, thought on their feet, organize another table, right? And I only stood up when their food was also ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of treatment, most unfortunate. And it's so unfair because a lot of scenes need movements in the background, okay? I cannot be the lead and he's the supporting, actor, and then like it's only the two of us in the movie. What kind of movie are we making? You know what I'm saying? We need movement behind. Those people, those supposed extras are important. They're an important cog in this, thing we're creating here. So I've always fought for rights, Zama extras, which is why I even hate the name extra. You know what I'm saying? Because extra is so demeaning. Number one, how they get on set. All right? Now there's a car that picks me up. There's a driver, as soon as I knock off, who takes me home. Right? We might wake up until late 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, right? The poor extras are supposed to see their way home. How they get home, it's not the business of the production. That's how extras are treated in South Africa. You know?
Hi, Baba. Icacile kuninto kwenzekalayo behind the scenes that as viewers at home that are watching you every day, izinto singazaziyo. Now, I want to know, is there a movie? This question is for you both, but I'll start with you, Babu Kabela. Is there a movie that brought sadness into you? A movie that when you sit down, even if it happens moons ago, when you sit down and you think, you know what, in that movie, ndava kabuhlungu, or maybe you related kakhulu. Take us there.
The movie that comes immediately to mind, it was titled Rhodes. Rhodes. I think it was based on Elijah Cecil John Rhodes, right? I remember to learn Kabeli Ash. I was trained on set, how to ride a horse. But now, a character that I was playing, I was one of the Africans, who were attacked and shot and killed, by like the Boers. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was on orders from Ulandiga Rhodes, Cecil John Rhodes, and all. And the impact that playing that scene head on me, you know, it was like, wow, so this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at the barrel of a gun, boom, 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 you get shot, you're supposed to play dead. You know what I'm saying? It had so much of an impact on me that did this really happen? You know, where black people so hated by the supposed, you know, like light-skinned people, you know, because back then we actually were portraying, we're playing like, you know, like he plays, he films, and especially with theater, right, that portrayed the systems of the time, you know what I'm saying? The apartheid systems, you know, where the black man was subjected, you know what I'm saying, to the dumb, you know what I'm saying? There, yeah, well, so that movie, Rhodes, like had a very, very, very powerful impact on me. You know, it impacted me in a very, very negative way.
Okay. Nanti into besifuna uyiva wena Babu Kabela that ingaba ziye zinisuse na esihlalweni sometimes ezifilm or movies niye ningene kuzo. Babu Manzini, ungasichazela mhlambi, is there a movie that brought sadness in you or apho mhlambi you related kakhulu but kabuhlungu kuyo? Passback.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. There was a time, it's a true story. It happened in KZN, northern KZN, where I come from. There was a girl living with albinism who was lured by a boyfriend, and she was killed. So when the story of that story, everyone knew about the story. It became a well-known story in KZN around the country. So Zanzibar Scope, they started making a lot of movies about that story, but it was wrong. It was wrong. And then I performed in one story called Impega Tandazile. And because I knew that this is a true story,
Yes.
and it happened to a family that I know. And then when we were performing that movie, it touched me a lot. And then more especially the way that main character, the girl living with albinism, did justice to the story, because she was talking from within. She was talking from her own experience. When she cried, you will see that this is deep, in such an extent that I decided to produce a theater, a theater production, to do a theater production about the story, and now try to do it correctly, so the way it happened. Fortunately, I got funding from a National Art Council. They funded me, and then I was able to produce that story. That story was supposed to be, it was before COVID. The other producers from other theaters, they went to watch the story, and they bought it in Johannesburg Theatre, wanted the story, Rhodeboy Theatre wanted the story. Unfortunately, that was just before COVID, when everything was there in place, everything was proper, everything was in order. COVID kicked in, so the story couldn't be performed in other theaters. But that is a story that touched me. It's called Impega Tandazile. It was in one of the stories that we performed. As I think I said, this Location by Scope, I've done more than 70, that's minimum. When it started, we started with the whole pool, and we just did a lot of them. But that one was the one that touched me. As we're working on set, when I looked at that girl, I could relate to the true story, because really, I must say, we are all made in the image of God, and no one actually asked God and say, this is how I want to look. This is where we are all we all belong to the Almighty. So yeah, young Tintangambela. Even now, when we hear such stories, we feel bad because we can see these people are scared. They cannot walk freely like anyone. So that is the movie that touched me a lot. Yeah.
Now, into endifuna uyibuza baba. ingaba ikhona when you retire from the industry, ingaba mhlawumbe ikhona into eniyifumanayo like pension or something?
You know, it's a sad part. Before we talk about pension, you know, when you walk into a bank and ask for a loan, they will ask for a pay slip. Then we will tell them that I'm a performer, I'm an actor. Then they'll tell you that we can't help you.
Ouch.
It's like we are not working, you know. So maybe they can try to help you. As I said before, there is a monthly global where you get paid each and every month. So maybe you can negotiate on those terms because it's only a year. But you know, in acting, it's only 1 year contract, not 2. 1 year contract. 1 year contract, or maybe 9 months or something. So with the bank, we also have to negotiate, and you know, I don't know how, but you know, tell them I'll be able to pay you, but I can pay you within this period. Let me go to pension. There's no pension. There's no pension. I've heard stories that they're negotiating with the government, you know, the minister, you know, I've heard those stories, but I don't know whether it will end up happening. But we are praying. We are praying that maybe there can be that, you know, there can be, you know, they can come together. The government can think about it and maybe create something for the actors. Yes, you know, where we can, because we can do it. We can save also, like anyone save for those days, because you know there will be time like where you will feel that no, I can never work. Like I've heard the story of Bruce Willis, who can't work anymore. Who can't work anymore. Even Schwarzenegger said, my friend, you know, he has been good to his craft, but unfortunately he cannot work. So if you cannot work in this industry, we have got nothing. Finish, nothing. No pension, nothing. No, if maybe, which is not easy. It's not easy to save money. Maybe if you try to save something for, you know, which is not easy, that will be your pension. But pension, no.
Njengoba nizivele ke emakhaya that there's a lot going on behind the industry, in this film industry, and also there's no passion, the treatment is bad, so it's not always glitz and glam, or the final product that you see akhange kube mnandi before bafike kwezi ndawo bakuzo. Now, moving on, Babu Kabel, I understand you have another life besides being in the film industry. Take us to, I understand that you did mention that you are a pastor. So can you share a bit, just a brief about you being a pastor on your real life?
Okay. Right, being a pastor, I was baptized in 2000. I was baptized as one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Okay.
So I became a minister. But then, like, you know, as you grow, you get into situations where, because now whenever I do something, I introspect, you understand? I check myself from within, but like, all right, why am I doing this? Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? So I always, like, you know, question the environment.
Yes.
And the Guyo. And there were a lot of questions I could not find answers to, you know. And then it came to a point, I won't elaborate as to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm phoning stars out in the country, you know, like, religion, but as I'm saying, I found no answers to the questions that I had, you know, which drove me eventually to sort of like, you know, I actually dropped off, you know, religion, okay? But I maintained the Landuga status as I was referring to myself no longer as a Christian, but as a believer, okay? I would still read my Bible, Grace Bible Church.
Okay.
So in the family, like, it was myself and mom in the house, and we discuss Bible matters and stuff. I now heard like this whole hosting of the Watchtower, the Awake magazines and stuff, and I always draw from. So the Christian in me still had a place, okay, but I was like trying to find myself like a proper way, a proper home of exercising my Christianity, okay, and that I found last year, towards the end of last year. I'm now with a Christian group. I'm a Masayon. Yeah, so I've gone back to my roots because I believe now as an African, you know what I'm saying. I need to also the worship again to yes Africa. Yeah, so I went back. I'm the Masayon at the moment, and the pastor in Gonzoin.
Okay. Yeah. While you are still on you, Bab Gabela, before siye emaphethelweni enkqubo yethu, while you are still on you, ndicela uphinde usithele, give us a brief about now. I see that you are entering into a political space. We might have a president, ekwayiyo ne-actor. So give us a brief of you, just a brief about you entering into a political space.
Okay. Right, cut long story short, I met a friend called Usipo Malapane.
Yes.
Usipo Malapane, when I met him, it was a year ago, around March last year. And I was visiting friends, just like opposite Apeshala corner. And then we meet and we introduce each other, see exchange, and it turns out he had opened his own independent, party, but like a campaigner during the 2021 municipal elections. A campaigner as an independent, campaigner. Okay, so moving forward, he felt all right. Form a party, right? Not an independent party, but like a fully fledged party, which we rename again as the independent campaign. So like yes, why I invite again Usipo as Ubeka Etafleni proposal such that since I'm in the performing arts, right? How about Mhlawumbi and this will join a party okay? And then uzawundifaka kwi-portfolio Minister of Arts and Culture.
Wow.
And I thought, okay. Now, what that immediately brought to mind was that ever since the actor like 1978, way back then, I don't remember not once, right? A Minister of Arts and Culture in or understander performing. It's always been politicians, which unfortunately is the case in South Africa. Like every sphere, every piece of Ilanduga in South Africa is politicized. You go to soccer, you the politicians. You go to transport, the politicians. You know what I'm saying? And I felt a lack of fighting for your rights as actors, right? So I felt, now accept again my proposal, okay, based on, I think if I'm into, if I can become a Minister of Arts and Culture, then I'll be fighting a proper fight because like, Zabendiluela, he writes, they artists, they performers, you know what I'm saying? The very same rights, the very same challenges that I have gone through, you know what I'm saying? So I accepted Ilandga invitation, and then I started campaigning for the Ministry of Arts and Culture. But then, like, uninvited, like, I'm from a Soweto White City. But then he wanted for me to come over to his place. So, like, this is about Fuchan and I, yeah? And we started exchanging. And this political thing started growing in me. So, like, it doesn't mean that because we are performers, we are ignorant of the politics. right?
Yes.
And I've always made an example about, you look at all our icons, you know what I'm saying, from the music, you know, to theater, you know, plays, Bo Mama, Miriam Makeba, they went, you know, because of like they were singing, you know, struggle songs, you know, Bo Brahima Sikila, you know, Bo Dade Kaifa Siminya, Mama Letambulu, you know what I'm saying? So performers have always been aware of like what the political system is about. So now I was, you know, I was not ignorant. I knew what had to be done, but I didn't know how to go about it. Yeah, bo? Now, when Ulanduga, he's now the president, he's the president of the party, right? The independent campaign. So as I declare naye, he comes up with another proposal. All right, since now, like, because of your appearance, your face,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe the party can use you, you know, to gather the numbers for us.
Okay. Now, Baba, what I want to know, to you, is it because he's going to, let's say you win? Is it because he's going to make you the Minister of Arts and Culture? Or is it because in my understanding, when you are a leader, because when you are in a political space, you are a leader.
Yes.
And I believe the first people that you should have interest for, it's the people.
The people.
The masses.
Exactly.
Now tell me, is there love for the people, or is it only about the art that you want to show to the country, that please give a chance to these people to shine, or we need to also take care of the people that are in the art or film industry? Is it only about that, or is there also love for the people, for the masses?
The foundation.
The interest.
The foundation from me is love. I receive so much love from my fans, which I return back. Okay? Now, because I appreciate the fact that if fans cousin Bona, they get excited, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Means then that I'm doing something right, you know what I'm saying? So I need to pay back, you know, I need to return the love. Okay? Now, on the same scale, on the same foundation of love, okay? When you are a leader, as you just rightfully say, you work for the masses, you work for the people,
Yes.
right? As an entertainer, it's not for me, right? I'm entertaining the masses, I'm entertaining the people, which is why passionate has always been to try and please my fans, my followers, okay?
Yes.
Same approach, even with politics. In that, number one, right, if we should win, and I win the Ministry of Arts and Culture, I will be fighting now for the rights of all performing artists.
Okay.
Okay? Now, le enye ilanduka proposal ayibekile ministry, the office of the Premier yase Gauteng.
Okay.
Now, politics, as I said, there is a lot that needs to be changed in as far as politics. Look at where we are today.
Yes.
Look at where we are today. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the current structure has done justice to the citizens of this country. You know what I'm saying? And which is the fight that we need to take forward. You know, we need to represent Abantu, the citizens of South Africa by providing real service delivery, not the promises.
All right. Thank you so much, Babu Kabela. I manditi kuninzi ozokwenzeka next year kwi-elections 2024. Kuninzi nje okuzokwenzeka, icacile konyanzeleka sihambeni siyovota, sivoteni wisely. Now, let's go to you lastly, Babu Sipo. Tell me about just sinike summary industry, and also give advices to those that would want to enter into the space. Ungatini kubo, what can you say, your last words, your advices?
Thank you so much. Before I go to that, let me add something to what my colleague was just saying about politics. No, politics is so interesting. You know, there are those people who are there in government to pursue politics only. There are those people who are there to work. And there are those people who are there to pursue politics and work as well. So if you've got both, then I think you are a proper person. If you are there to work as well, because you need to save the people, you need to serve the people, you need to save the country. You can't just go there. As the way I understand politics is something else. It's something else because it's. I remember. Let me not go deeper to that.
Okay.
But I've asked people when there are promises. We have, there's a person here promising people. Let me not call them names.
It's
like
okay.
me. Yeah, promising people that this is going to happen. But when there are other elections and that person is no longer there, the new person doesn't go on with the promises. There will be something new. And then people will be waiting and hoping that those things will happen, and nothing will be happening. So my friend, my brother, when I write cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, writing cool.
Any
Okay.
advices, Baba?
Yeah, let me go to the advices now. Let me just say, performing arts. This is a very good job. It's a nice job because it doesn't feel like work. But the most important thing, you must have passion, commitment, talent, and make sure that you educate yourself. If we didn't start with education, educate yourself. Because you cannot just be in the same space. Try to learn every day to improve your craft. So I must say to everyone who's interested in this field that it's a wonderful job, but it has challenges. There are challenges, but come here. Don't come here if you only want to be known, because you might end up not being known. Yeah.
Yes, very true.
Just come. It must be out of love that you actually feel which okay, tanda land, because tanda it won't feel like work. Yeah.
Yes.
Because here we craft la the time. It's we wake up in odd hours. Maybe they will need you at 5. They will tell you that 5 o'clock must be on set, and you knock off late, and then tomorrow must be back. So if you've got passion and love for what you do, you won't feel that. You won't feel that. All that I'm just mentioning, waking up early and going back late. It will be like business as usual. So I must say, as I've said before, Uti, there's no pension in what, but there are benefits. There are benefits here. There are these things that are called freebies. You normally get many things for free, Okay. So we normally get things for free, and I think that's what we enjoy. So so it's a good thing, but it's not easy. There are challenges, but I'm not saying I'm not discouraging anyone.
No.
Yeah,
Just giving
I want
advice.
people must, but the most important thing, if you want to be a performer, you must start being a performer. Let me put it like this. If you want to be a performer, you must be like a person who wants to be a soccer player. If you want to be a soccer player at your young age, the first question I'll ask you, do you have a soccer ball here? If you don't have a soccer ball, then I'll tell you that no, I don't believe you. You must have something. You must start practicing. Yeah, at an early age.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Baba Usipo. Babu Kabela, what is it that you have in store for us? Briefly, what you have in store for us, and give advices.
Right, I've grown in the industry to a point where now I'm writing. I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I direct movies, and there is a film that we will be shooting very soon. Yeah, so as my colleague has just said, I mean, the field is open there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, if you feel you have what it takes to become a performer, right, the platform is there, because I also run workshops, during which I train performers, you know, in, as to the art of performing. I also skill writers, you know, in the art of writing good quality movies. Okay, yeah. So right now I have at my disposal 23 scripts that I've written, and they're like complete. They just need to be worked on, to be produced. Okay, so yeah, my focus from now moving on is to produce my own films, my own dramas, and which is why I've actually even ended up in this home, because like I found family, we're gonna be shooting movies together. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Babu Kabela. Now, advices to the
All
people
right.
that want to enter the space.
Yeah, as my colleague said, right? Don't come in with high expectations, right? I know people, when they see us, they refer to us as celebrity. I always tell people,
Yes.
that title is too heavy for me, right? All that I am, I'm a performer. I'm an actor.
Yes.
Call me a performer. Call me an actor,
Yes.
I'm happy. But now, if you refer to me as a celebrity, you are elevating me, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which is what kills a lot of our entertainers. We live beyond our means, because like we're trying to please the expectations of our fans, okay? So never entertain, never come to me with celebrity. If you want to be a celebrity, this is not your field. I don't entertain celebrities, okay? Just come with talent, because like acting, performing is a gift. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing here, I'm utilizing, I'm exercising, I'm giving forth to the people the gift that God blessed me with. So that's why I believe performers are born. Performers are not made; they are born. If you are born for it, it'll show. You know what I'm saying? Which is how I also highlight, I pick up, when I'm running workshops as to whether talent is there or not.
Thank you so much, Babu Kabela. I see we have messages from people watching in South Africa. I don't know where this person is from, but she's saying the name is Speak Forth. The person is saying nice show. There's also people from Cape Town. Okay, there are people watching from Cape Town. Okay, let me read out their names. Zodwa Ram Ohum. She's saying she's watching from Cape Town. There's also, it's written Nongo Nomzaza. She's also watching from Cape Town. We have Olwetu Mahlasela, she's watching from Durban. Again, Unongo Nomzaza just sent us a message. Nice show. Thank you to the guests for sharing so much wisdom for our aspiring performers. Then there's Kojo Black King, saying watching live from New York City. Wow. Nice show. Thank you so much, guys, for your messages. Thank you so much for your beautiful messages. Now, I want to thank my guests. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sharing how is it like in the industry. And also thank you for not being, beating around the bush. Nisixelele inyani ukuba kwenzeka ntoni. Abantwana bangaqhatheki bathi I want to be like uBaba uGlenn. Umntana not knowing that there is so much going on behind the scenes. And what you just said, Babu Sipho, that they need to go to school. Umntu needs to equip themselves ukuthi umuntu alungise craft yakhe, and also angadependi only to the industry, abe something to fall back on. Thank you so much for that. Now to the viewers at home, thank you so much for joining us. You have been awesome. You have been lovely. I'm always here as the Blackberry in South Africa. This is my show. I give nothing but love in my show. Like I said, the first time I introduced this show, that we are going to pump some love to each other. Now, from me, Tash Ngoncha Sinina, Umambabu Kelumatanganu Bob Hasmayinj, Gomez Bob Kunyana Matole Azo. It has been great. Thank you so much. And from Aquanaba TV, it's love and light. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sunday ya bua basu pia. Ye we be brebe. Gana mai need your walk. Ye na need your walk. Akona busi need your walk. In your gay, o mo dide ni na da wo so. Kona ba ya ya kase. About time ni ma be die. Watch you say. Oh yeah, be my time. Ya ya kase. About time ni ma be die. Watch you say. Oh yeah, be my time. Aya ya kase, abata ni ma bedie. Oh, watch you say. Oh yeah, be my time. Kaskia, e kona ba he. What ye? Unyamisha wo. Janka dabrem, wana wudwe wa mu. Inyanka dabrem, wana wudwe wa mu. Yeah. We have been my time. You walk by time, and so we have been my time. Yeah. We have been my time. You walk by time. We have been my time. Yemo pia. Yemo money. Yemo emu. Ekona babwati e kana boy say won kwanso. Hey, ajeni bwati obrepon won kwanso.
Ekona na ajeni buatin aberewo do fia nana nana boss referee nana ne o ya waya mataga na boy osoda wase nyado wanka bibia nchewa no wada na tikwa kire o eba sanso na osuru enne